many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. They find some open field here. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Willis. Steps away to his left. He's got him in. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The Titans at 2-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 right. Let's go, let's go.
Third down, it's Willis. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hey, check that, street.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
In motion is Austin Hooper.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
To the right side and complete to Washington. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. Bullett's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Ready.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. A check down here for Henry.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Unlock line. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And some room to run now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. A give to the fullback on the dive. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On the go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 3rd and 2, Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. Room here to run. Runs over it. And it's a Titans touchdown. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
36 foul.
Throwing is Wilson. And he goes out right around the 39.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
(10-7) our score after one right here. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the Titans
passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Back to throw. Wilson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Check match, check match.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 9.
Inside handoff, Henry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Going to the right here and finding Burks.
And he's got this down to the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Willis.
Complete. It's Henry. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Escaping the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harold Landry. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, listen, check that.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Okay, break.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one. Third quarter.
Here we go, set. 12-60.
Now Willis on 4th down. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Bullock good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be...
That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 24. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Wilson, same connection. Dulcich once again. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 44 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game. Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
No check.
Running from the gun with Henry. And some room to maneuver. He stiff-armed and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 72 yards.
And the Titans are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You can break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Really good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Danico Autry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And now here's another interception.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Throwing again on second down. Willis toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
1st and 10, Willis.
That's caught. It's James Washington. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Again, it's Willis to throw it.
Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Baron Browning able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
From the gun, here's Willis.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Titans have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Harold Landry getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack, Wilson.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Throwing is Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Kenneth Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Titans, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.